Hold up, I am on my way, I'm in motion. Let's go to the ocean. Yeah, let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart.
So we're getting to the library and the little diva goes, "You can hold my book bag too." We were crossing the street, okay? So like I wasn't gonna sit there and stop, like, you know, start going back and forth with a little kid. Like, she's the child, I'm the, you know, the grown-up. So, but at that moment my word was, let me get these kids across the street. So I just grabbed her book bag. Like, I was like, let me just grab her book bag, and we crossed the street. When we get to the light rail, I try to explain to her, like, you know, you need to carry your book bag right now. We get to the apartment building. I'm in the elevator. I drop off the little girl first because she's not coming again to the house that I was gonna take care of these two kids. We get to the house. Her mom is standing by the door, okay? And she's like, "Why didn't you answer my call? Why didn't you text me? Why? Those are my kids that you have right there. Why?" So at that moment, I'm like, I apologized. I was like, "Hey, you know, my phone was in my pocket, and I was like, you know, I texted you as soon as I could, and I was like, the ballet class ended later." Her response was like, "You should have brought my kids first and then go back to pick up the other." I lost it. I absolutely lost it. Like, at that point, she's talking to me and like everything's like just like coming through one ear, going out the other. Like, "Hello, please go home, fold the first load and put the next load in the dryer. Pick up all the kids by 4:45. 3:30, I have to walk to the light rail. By the time I got to the house, I'm gonna say it was like 4:05. Okay, I have to pick up the kids by 4:45. If I get to your house at 4:05, how much time does that give me to fold all your clothes?" Because mind you, it wasn't just the kids' clothes how originally she told me it was going to be. It was the mom, the grandma, the auntie. It was everybody's clothes. So don't come tell me that I have to be there at 4:45 to pick up the kids. When, how much time do I have? Like, and on top of that, I had to pay money to go to her house, and then again to go to the school. Then again, then add this up, okay? Then to go back to bring the kids again, and then to go back home. Come on, add up, guys, add up. How does that even make sense? After I picked them up on 4:45, I needed to take them to their special classes that they had. That was nowhere near the school. I needed to take again a light rail to it or walk to the place, which was a walk. Once you drop off, I'm gonna erase the names. Once you drop off these individuals, then drop off. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I had the other girl still. This woman wanted me to pick up these three kids, walk with them, or take whatever I needed to do all together to this tutoring, let's say tutoring program. Leave these kids at tutoring, okay? Leave her two kids in tutoring and go walk my little behind with the other child back to the house to drop her off, to then come back and pick up her two little adorable kids. This parent should have told her little friend, "Hey, she has to take my kids around to places today." She says, "Take their bags, snacks, take a squeeze and yogurt for them. Call me if you have any questions. Please hold their hands while walking. Please be careful while crossing the road." Okay. "Hey, I'm on my way. Should be at the house by 4. I changed quickly at work. My question is, how would I get to school by 4:45 if I need to leave on the light rail?" I think that was okay for me to ask. Guys, let me drink my hot chocolate. I forgot of it. I need to leave back on the night. I was like, should I leave the house by 4:30? If possible. I put if possible because in my little head at that moment I'm like, how in the world am I gonna get to her house, fold, do everyone's laundry? She put, yeah, I will say do that. I said, okay, no problem. She put, what happened? I'm like, with question mark? She put, oh, I thought you said there's a problem. She said, just go home and see if they did their Kumon homework. And if they didn't, then don't take them for class. I'm like, question, what's on the counter? Do I fold? And I was like, and their Kumon homework wasn't done. She was like, yes, please. She's like, that needs to be folded. And don't take them to Kumon. Make sure they finish their homework today. Okay? She said that. Okay, guys? Pay attention to that. She put, make sure that they finish their homework. So I said, okay, I have no problem with that. I was like, hey, so the clothes are folded, but I have no idea where they belong, especially since majority is swimwear. Because remember, they had just went on a trip. Also, I put the second load to dry and I'm headed out. Took the kids a yogurt and water as well. And yes, no problem, homework will be all completed. Her thing was to me was, make sure that you finish their homework. So me, being me, I was like, hey, let's finish all this. The little girl, it's her second day now with me, about to do homework. Mom, I don't want to do any more homework. So now in my mind, I'm like, what? So the mom comes, takes the folder from her hand. She's checking. She's like, how many pages did you do? And I said, well, she has this whole package that she didn't do because of the trip that you guys made. She said, no, that's not going to be brought into Friday. So she could stop right there. But if the paper says that it's due at a certain time, it's due at a certain time. If you have to pay your mortgage at a certain time or your light bill at a certain time, you need to pay at a certain time. If not, your light goes off. So at that point, I guess her mom felt a little frustrated because I was making her do a lot of homework. So she's like, can you just go ahead and go cut up cucumbers, right? Now, she goes, Mom, I need help with this last problem, because her mom did tell her she had to finish the last page. So her mom is doing something, so her mom's not really paying attention. All I hear the little girl say to me, isn't this more important than what you're doing? I lost it. I completely lost it. I had a knife in my hand. Guys, I did not hurt her. I did not hurt her. I hit that cucumber, whatever I was cutting some cucumbers and cheese and crackers, I believe. I hit that cucumber with that knife so hard, like I was just like, did that just come out of that little girl's mouth? Like, did she just say that to me? I turned around and I just put the thing down after I hit the cucumber really, like, not hard, but you know, I cut into it like upset. I walked over to her and I was like, what do you need? And then she was like, I need help with this. And then at that moment I wanted to tell her, weren't you just complaining that you didn't want to get your homework done? But anyway, the little old nice me helped her get through that page, and then she went out of her way. Now, it's swim class day. It's their first time back at swim class. They wear swimming caps in their swim class. This swimming cap they took with them to Mexico. Again, I don't know where things are. So she tells me to get them ready for swimming class. And I get them ready for swimming class. But in my mind, I'm like, yo, I'm done. I'm quitting. Like, this is not for me. So we're getting ready for swimming class. The mom said, oh, I'll drop you guys off. But I'm going to drop them off. And then I'm going to come back with you. And I'm going to keep you in the house finishing up the chores. Excuse me. Like, I already cleaned up. I washed clothes. What else do you want me to do? And as we're looking for their swim stuff, the little girl can't find her swimming cap. And then in order to get a swimming cap, you have to pay extra money and whatever. So the mom was like, we need to find that swimming cap. So the mom's like, where's the swimming cap? Where's the swimming cap? And blah, blah, blah. And the little girl's like, I don't know. We're leaving out the door. And the mom looks at me and she goes, that is your job tomorrow to look for the swimming cap. So yeah, we go to swimming class. And she's like, oh, we're gonna meet my husband there. My husband's gonna stay with the kids, and then I'm gonna take you back so you can finish. So in my mind, I'm like, So we get to the swimming class, okay? So I start meeting their people, like their friends, and start meeting like the coaches and all this stuff. And like she's introducing me to her friends, like this is her nanny. And in my mind, I'm like, you're about to not have a nanny. So after swimming, obviously you take a shower. There were showers there. So I ended up showering the 2 kids how I learned in the house. The little boy did something, like he poked her, like poke on like his sister's stomach, like that, like I don't know. And she's like, don't touch me. And then he was like, I'm just playing, like, you know, like a little kid. She's like, I said not to touch me. So in my mind, I'm like, oh no, like I'm gonna get out of here, because there's parents showering their kids. They're gonna think that this nanny right here is I was like, oh no. All of a sudden, I'm like calling the mom. I'm like, you need to come back here like ASAP, because these 2 little kids of yours, they're about to get me in trouble. So she gets in, she's like, oh, what's going on? And they call me a name. I'm not gonna say it, because if I say it, it was like some of their culture thing. Like, it's like a way of saying auntie. And basically she was like, well, such and such touched me, and I told him not to touch me, and I was like, oh my goodness. But on top of that, like she was like lying about the little boy and saying that he said something to her. So I got furious at that point. I'm like, that's not what happened. Like I got so upset. So the mom's like, oh, she was telling the little diva, like, auntie's saying that, you know, that didn't happen. It did happen. The mom was like, you know what, just finish bathing him and I'll take her. So the dad comes now from the whatever he was doing, and he goes, what's going on? So he takes the little girl, he finished washing her, but mind you, they're showering her next door, so I could hear everything. The little girl was like, right, that nanny doesn't know what she's doing. At that moment, I was like, I had it. The little boy was like, I gotta go pee. So I was like, alright. So I took him, and as we're walking, I was like holding his hand. I'm like, don't change for no one. I was like, you're an amazing boy. I was like, do what you gotta do, get Aiden school. So she's like, we'll drop you off. But I didn't want her to know where I live, so I was like, just because I knew I was gonna quit, so I was like, no, I'll head home by myself. I just need to go get my, you know, my stuff, because I had left them back at home because I thought we were coming back. So she was like, okay. The little girl, again, she's upset at me because of what happened at the whatever, that I basically defended her brother. And she goes, Ina, like she's trying to say my name incorrectly. For those who know, my name is Enid. So she's trying to say my name incorrectly, and all of a sudden her mom's like, don't do that. And she's like, do what? Say her name, Ina? And she's like, no, you can't do that, because people in this country get offended by that when you say their names incorrectly. At that moment, I was done. I texted her March 13th. I said, hey, I would like to apologize for everything wrong that I came across these few times with you guys. I would also like to thank you for everything and even opening your doors to me. But unfortunately, I've decided that I will not be returning. I felt in my heart I could do it, but I don't feel like I'm your best fit. I also don't want you to worry about the pay. Hey Enid, I'm not sure what you think you did wrong. Everything is fine on our end. I will see if it's as a learning, adapting phase. Completely respect your decision. However, are you able to at least come this week, as we don't have a backup? In my mind, I'm like, of course you don't have a backup now. And that's another thing. One of my friends, she worked at the school, so when I picked up the kids, she was like, man, you're like the second or third nanny in like this month. So like that says a lot. And she was like, please call me. I would like to understand what happened and the way you're thinking. Why are you thinking this way? I really don't have any backup for me, and my kids totally adore you. I will really appreciate if you talk to me. I was like, right now a lot of things went wrong, and I get how this could be a learning experience, but I also felt like a lot of my errors were due to me not knowing and trying to figure things out on my own. So I was honest with her. I had to do a lot of things on my own. She's like, also, I would like really appreciate if you could refer me to someone you know that would be interested in the job. No, sweetie, I'm not sending you one of my friends. No, go find you someone else on care.com, not me or not my friends. But anyway, make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. If you like this story time, make sure that you leave a comment down below so I can share more story times with you guys. Happy Vlogmas!